So for this video, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm using the Samsung Gear 360, but only the forward-facing camera. It has an ability to flip it to one or the other or both, so that's what I decided to do. And I wanted to show you guys the configuration right now, the way I think I've got this thing wired up, because some people were asking about various things on the bike. So I will go ahead and film, and hopefully the quality, because I'm not streaming. Then I'll upload this video and you'll see. This is the dust from the trail that I did the last couple days, 2 days in a row. Personally, I love to see when it's clean and also when this thing gets dirty. You know, it just feels good to see that the bike's being used. And this thing's really been a really strong workhorse. Very happy with it. And after a year and a half, this thing has been great to me. So here is my charging station that I have set up. It's not as glamorous as I'd like it to look. I'd like it to look cleaner than this, especially that there. Probably not recommended. That's for a bunch of the 3 different USB things that I have. That's for the bike. I'm going to unplug that here for now. And I've got it on a timer because I don't want it running the whole time, obviously, all night. I'll start with one thing at a time, just kind of unplugging it all. So, with the rear light, this one I do like it better. This is the updated one, very similar to the last one. And then it's controlled here with this remote up here. So you'll see if I push it, there's usually a bit of a delay. It doesn't work the first time, it's like the second time. Come on, there we go, flash. In this thing you have to charge 2. There's a USB ports. It's 1, 2, and the third one is my light. I've got this external thing for the light, which I know is a bit hokey, but it just is really nice not to worry about it. And this battery pack lasts me a good like 3 days. So anyway, that's with this light, and it's got the laser and it's got blinker on it as well. I really don't use the blinker thing too much, but yeah. So there's that. And the light just went out. That's awesome. Next is, well, speaking of that, we can turn this light on. So when I plug this thing in, and this has got the 3 different levels of lighting. Yeah, so there's the three levels. The brakes, again, that's that rear light. This is the way you turn on the bike, right? You click and hold the mode button. If you click and hold the up and the mode, and it turns that LCD on like that, so you can see. I have 2,686 miles so far, and still going strong. Got the 7-gear changer there. Again, with the derailleur in the back, I had an issue where, and somebody else had mentioned that too, where it was only doing 6 of the 7. So definitely check your derailleur, make sure that it's shifting in actually 7 gears. You should have 7, and I didn't even think that was like a thing until I was counting through, and then I started looking at it. And through research and the internet, figured that part out. So, yeah. What else? Brake pads, I just recently replaced those. They're pretty good. They still make a little smidgy noise, but it's not horrible. And what else we got? I took all my fenders off. I'm just not a fan anymore. Initially I thought it looked cool. We just don't, first of all, in California we're pretty spoiled. We don't get a lot of rain. But then it just adds, I don't know, it's like, even if it's a little bit of weight and the flappy sounds, I'm just not into that. I don't like that very much. I love these things, these little rubber band holder things. Come in handy. Just, you know, you can strap your phone up here. Sometimes I loop it through there. It's just kind of handy to have that wherever. So, and I kept this shock absorber post thing I told you guys. I actually found, I ended up just like really cranking on this thing and tightening it up, and it seems like it's good now. I'm not really having any major issues with that, so I'm just dealing with it. And then battery pack has been good to me. I charge it almost every other day, or actually every day if I'm commuting, but I'm not, lately I've been doing a lot of telecommuting, so, yeah, so, but the battery pack's been fine, gets me to and from work I must say, let's see, I've got about 7 miles one way, 7 miles the other way. I got 14 miles total. Actually, it gets a little low. At the end of that trip, going to work, parking the bike for 8+ hours, and then going home, it does get really low at the very end of my bike rail. So there's some use in this thing, but it's still really going strong. No issues. What else? These Maxxis tires, I cannot say enough positive about them. The tires that this bike came with, I just burned through them like in probably less than 8 months. I'd have to look up on the videos to see, but I went through them really quick. I must say, towards the end, I was having a blast though, because if you know you're getting new tires, you just start burning through them. So I was locking them up and sliding the tires. But these Maxxis are great. Good road tires, but also good off-road. They've got these knobbies on the end. I'll get a little close here to see the quality. You can see I've got some where it is wearing down a bit, you know, but in general, it's just been a really strong tire. The other thing that's working out well for me is with what else? I've got yeah, that Mr. Tuffy liner in there. It doesn't always work. Like, don't only commit to that, but I also put the green slime in there. If you do those two things, these two tires, ever since I've done that, it's been, can't say bulletproof, but it's been really good. Hopefully, knock on wood, I don't jinx myself too much, but have not had any flats. There might be some little holes in there somewhere, but I have not even put air in the tires. That's how rock solid it is. So it's one of those things, I'm just not going to touch it. And I have initially I was playing around with like doing press to tube, straighter valves, just different valves. And now I've got one of each. It really doesn't matter. You just need it to hold air. There's no real, you know, it's like personal preference, I guess. But in the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. And yeah, that is it. So the Rad Rover's been good. And I just thought I would show you guys everything I've got here. This is the mount, by the way, that I bought for the 360 camera, which I mounted here when I've got it going on. And this is the mount that I've had. I've had this down in the forks. I know some of you guys prefer the quality when I have my Samsungs filming here, not the 360. That's where I usually have it, on the sidecar kind of mount. And now I have it up here for 360. I'm still playing around with that, so bear with me while I kind of work through the kinks and try to make this work. Streaming live is so much easier because you don't have to do any editing, and I'm usually so busy at work. But I want to share my experience with you guys too. And I know there's a lot of people interested in saving money, getting a little healthier, doing something different than just getting stuck in a car. No offense, car. But yeah, that's it. And any other gadgets? Yeah, there's this extra little bar thing, which I got on Amazon. I was a little disappointed that it's, in some ways, it's kind of tiny. Like, you can have something here,